using Google Forms with Choice Eliminator for something like parent conferences or having students sign up for conferencing or presentation time, and you want to be able to provide the options and then have those options remove as somebody selects them. So you're going to go to your new and to Google Forms. You're going to go to, you're going to title it student-led conferences, and then make sure it's titled up there. I need an add-on, so I need this to have the piece that we need. So we're going to go to add-ons, then I'm going to type in Choice Eliminator. The first one was what was offered at the beginning, but this one will not be available as of January 1st. So these are your next two. Not 100% sure the difference, but I've used Choice Eliminator too. So you're going to use your Peel account, take your time to read your privacy and terms of services, and now you have everything you need. So what it is you will choose that you want your choice eliminator, and you're going to configure, and this bar will be here on the side. This part we're going to get to at the end, but at least now you know that it's here. The note that they have provided is that using the drop-down option is more reliable than using multiple choice, and I'll go through the two of those. So for now I don't need this. This warning is just saying that you might want to use the Eliminator Lite depending on what you're using it for. So I'm just going to minimize that. So my first question is your child's name. I want to make sure that it is mandatory that they fill in this part. Child's, oops. And then I want to know if they're, are you coordinating with another teacher at White Oaks? If so, who? I'm not going to make this a required question because not everybody will. And then I want to know which day are they going to do my interviews. Which day would you like to conference? So Thursday, what is it? November, is it the 16th? Just check here. November 15th. Oops. Friday, November 16th. And if you're having alternative schedules as well, you can add in as many as you want. I'm leaving this one as multiple choice because I'm not going to use this as an eliminator because I want every parent to be able to choose from one of these. These dates don't disappear. At this point, you could continue just by adding another question and going on. For an organization and aesthetics look, I guess, I'm going to use this piece and add a section. So I'm going to add a new section that would then relate to just Thursday times. And then after that, I'll do another section that's just Friday times. So if we add a section, it says section 2 of 2, and I'm going to title that Thursday so that I know what it belongs to. And then I'm going to put another section. So I just hit that while I was here. I hit that section, and I'm going to title this one Friday. So if you are doing Wednesdays or Tuesdays, an alternative time, you can put another section in and call it whatever you choose. So here, when they select Thursday, I only want them to see the options on Thursday. So I'm going to go to the dots, go to selection based on answer. So now when they go to when they select Thursday from a quiz or from the choice option, it will go to Thursday section. When they go to Fridays, I want them to go to Friday. And then at the end of each of these, I don't want them to see the next day's option. Why is that one not giving me one? Okay, so now I need to give them their options. You can give a description of please select what's left below. You might want to say something about the times remaining are what is left. All the others have been selected. Please select your time. So this is where you could start and go 4 o'clock and then 4:15 and 4:30. I'm just going to do a quick little trick. If you go to an spreadsheet or even an Excel and I say 4 o'clock, 4:15, rather than continuing to type it out, I select those first two and I'm going to just drag that bottom corner down to whatever time I want it to be. So then it's done that work for me. I'm going to copy, let's say we're there till 8:30. Control copy. And then I'm just going to paste. So I've selected that first option where it says option 1, and I'm just going to paste, and then all the times are there. So I didn't have to type them all out. And this is where, as per the creators of this add-on, they say that the checkbox or the drop-down is better. So I'm just going to switch it to the drop-down. It doesn't look like it now, but when we do the preview, you'll see that it's just slightly changed in the look. So same thing with Friday, and I'm going to make that required. And then now the same thing with Friday. I'm going to add a new question because that's just the header of section 3. So the new question. And please select your time. And this time we're starting, oops. Let's say we're starting at 8:30. Oh dear. 8:30 to 8:45. I'm going to select both of those so that I know it's 15-minute intervals, and we'll do that. So I'm copying them, Control copy, going to there, and Control V, pasting in my times. I'm now going to switch it to my drop-down, and I want to make sure that this is required. Now I will say don't forget if you're booking in your lunch, or your dinner, I should say. I'm going to take out, let's say, that 5:30 block, and now there's nobody can choose that. So I at least get 15 minutes for my dinner. Let's preview what that looks like. Okay, so the preview, they'll be able to fill in their child's name. They can answer that or leave it. Then if I pick Thursday, it'll give me my Thursday times that I can select. I'm going to leave this for a moment just because we haven't done the choice eliminator, so there's no point in selecting it yet. Sorry. Okay, so we have our form and we need to figure out which ones we're eliminating. So I'm going to refresh the question list. And now I believe we need to stay on form responses. The first one, which day, we're not eliminating because we want every parent to be able to choose the date. But now we want to be able to record or eliminate the times. Okay, so that's working. And the second one, we also want to record the times, or eliminate the times, sorry. And that's it. Let's just see what setting options they give. Oh, so if you wanted more than one family or student, if you're doing it for student conferences, to select that time, you could say 2 people select this option until then it would disappear. But we want it only once. So that's good. So now let's take a look at how this looks. You can minimize it or exit out. It won't make a difference. And let's do a preview. So we don't have a teacher to conference with. Let's do Thursday. I'm going to select 4:30 and submit. And let's just check it and do the exact same one. And now I'm going to leave that one blank. It'll still work. I'm going to take Thursday again. And 4:30 is not there anymore, so I can choose a different time. Okay. Actually, let's just click 6 o'clock so we can see. Now, where does this go for you as the receiving teacher who sent this? If you go to your responses, it has it here in a summary, best bet is to create the spreadsheet. So you're going to click that, and it's going to automatically create and title a spreadsheet with all your results. You can do this at any point. So sometimes I will do that before I send out the survey. Sometimes I'll wait and send it out. It will automatically keep updating. So you'll see the timestamp here. If someone filled it out an hour later, it would continue. So I know which children have had their parent request it. I see which day they want and the time. If you're like me and you like your sheets to be a little set up properly, so I just selected that whole row and I changed the text wrapping. You can move anything over that you would like. And then if they had said Friday, their times would have been in this column and the Friday times there. How to send this to parents now? You are going to go to the send options. I guess it depends on what system you're using. Most likely you're going to use a link. I just shorten it just because it looks better. Doesn't matter. Most likely you're going to be using that link and you're going to send it to parents. Just copy and paste it, and then whichever form you would email parents. Now what you want to make sure is that, so under settings here, under the wheel, restrict to users in the Peel District School Board. So you need to remove that because parents are going to be using their own personal emails. So yeah, so you got to make sure that that part is off and save that. So if you wanted to add in a question in this front part about a contact number or email or something, you absolutely can. But that is everything with Choice Eliminator. What I will try and say quickly is what you should be able to do if you have added the add-on like we did in step 1. If somebody shares a form with you that you like, so this purple Google form, a classroom teacher, you've already set it up for one project and you just want to use the same one. If you take this, make a copy. So let's say I did presentations in October with students and they got to select their presenting time. Now I want to do another one in November. I made a copy and it says copy. It's already there. So if your date changes or time changes, you want to change it. The responses didn't link. You'll see in the one that we originally created that says student-led conferences, we had 2 responses. This one that says copy, there's nothing. So this is my brand new one I can change and edit from, and I'll go here and I'll do my Choice Eliminator. So you don't have to start from scratch every single time. If the form, the blanket template and questions have already been created, you can copy and then just edit as you need be. That's all.